In this question, you're being asked to describe the transformations that these numbers that you see will do to this parent function of f of x equals square root of x. So, of course, graphing this will immediately show you what the transformed version will be, but I just want to remind you what the basics are. So the parent function is just pretty much starting at 0, 0, and only going on quadrant 1 like this, like a little small curve. And then also you need to remember what the transformations are. So a, b, x minus c plus d. Let me just write that straighter, plus d. And a, b, c, and d are the four things that do something to this parent function. So a, once again, it creates that vertical change, a stretch or compression. B creates that horizontal change, so a stretch or compression horizontally. If C is, well, it's inside the parentheses, so that's shifting left and right. And if it's opposite of what you see, if it's a x minus c, it will be to the right, and x plus c, it will be to the left. So it's kind of opposite direction of the symbol or sign that you see. On the last part, D, it's what you see. So if you are going up, that is going to be a number that you see as plus d, and then if you're going down, it's minus d. So let's look at what we're given here. We're given the function transformed into negative 4f(x plus 2). So we're working with the negative 4 and the 2. Negative 4 is talking about letter A. So if A is negative, that means it's going to reflect over the x-axis. If it's the B, then it will have reflected over the y-axis. But that's one transformation already that we can describe in this function. Also, we can talk about the 4. If it's a stretch, a vertical stretch, we will have, I'm sorry, I can't, right there. A is greater than 1. So in this case, because the 4 is greater than 1, we are going to have a vertical stretch as well. And then this plus 2, it is the opposite of what we see, so we're going to say that it's shifted left 2. So these are the 3 descriptions for this transformation, and just a visual of this, here is the parent function. When I put the negative, and I'm just going to show you what happens when I put the negative, it right here, it went, sorry, that's not the correct one, negative right there. So this is when the negative, what the negative 8 does, it reflects over the x-axis as mentioned. And then what is the 4 gonna do? The 4 does this. So as you can see, it pulled it up, it vertically stretched it, and then the positive 2, that just shows that it shifted it to the left 2 spaces. So if you put all of this together and you just graph the given transformation function, it's gonna all look like this. But again, this doesn't really help to show you what each individual transformation does. So that's why I recommend for you to take the time to individually graph one at a time. So I graph the negative first and see what the negative did. And then I graph the 4 to see what the 4 did. And then I graph the 2 to see what the 2 did. So use this strategy to help you describe what happened to the parent function.